All right, another video and another CarPlay unit. So my first CarPlay video, I was trying to get CarPlay in my Ford Sync 2 system on my 2015 F-150. That's what that unit was for. The second unit was for a 2015 Mercedes-Benz C300 for my wife's car. So we wanted to keep the factory system, get CarPlay compatibility, and also upgrade the screen. This unit from Carpodgo, Carpodgo, is a standalone unit. So I've recently picked up a project car, 1979 Jeep CJ7. That car has 0 screens in it. That is no factory system. So this is going to enable the capability to play CarPlay, as well as give me the capability to run a backup camera. I do have a spare tire that pretty much obstructs the entire rear view. So having a backup camera will be very convenient when backing this thing up. Not 100% sure if I'm going to move forward with this in the Jeep CJ7, but one of the things that I do like about it for my project is that it is easily removable. And it being a Jeep, taking the top off, everything on the inside of that thing is very easily accessible, and being able to remove this screen easily and put it into a locked center console or the locked glove box is going to be a huge convenience for me, and still giving me tons of capability as far as functionality with CarPlay and backup camera. So we'll see if I do it on the Jeep once I get closer. I'm still working on getting it running and everything, so haven't really finalized entertainment and how I'm going to do all that. I'm kind of prioritizing other things at the moment, but I still wanted to get this video up and off the ground because Carpodgo was nice enough to send me a unit to review. So wanted to get that review, and let's jump into the unboxing. One of the things that really kind of attracted me to this specific unit was actually this just main screen here, just the default screen. I just really like the simplicity of it. Just kind of nice, neutral look. I don't know, that kind of drew my attention to this unit. Going through the different menu items we got down here. First we'll go here. This is clearly CarPlay, pretty straightforward. This one here, Android Auto, same thing, just go through the setup. Here we have Bluetooth, so it jumps you over to the settings menu, which just connecting Bluetooth, pretty standard. Here's the brightness, again, jumps you into settings for the unit, the display settings. There's a night shift, so this one here is time-based. You can set up the time where it will switch and transition to a night mode, which you're probably familiar with other type of electronic devices that have something similar, where it basically dims the screen and kind of reverses some of the really bright light into something a little bit more darker and muted, so it's not as blinding, especially useful while driving. But you can also just change and use different settings, brightness, wallpaper, logo, CarPlay settings. You can see I switched mine when it booted up. I had it set up for the Jeep logo, and there's obviously different manufacturers that you can choose from and select. So, and then this guy here, this looks to be the system settings. It takes us right over here to language. It's a question mark, I'm not sure what that is. Okay, it takes us to the about for the system and software. Here, FM. So it has the capability to connect via FM signal. I doubt that I'm probably gonna use this option. Probably be more partial to either Bluetooth or auxiliary, but there is also, not that I would necessarily use this as the primary. You can see here the speaker grills top and bottom here. So it does put out sound all on its own. I'm sure it's not the most exciting audio experience, but nonetheless, it has the feature, the capability to do so. So, and then let's see here. Oh yeah, Bluetooth connection here. So let's jump back to the settings. So language, date and time, Bluetooth, we kind of saw this already. Bluetooth, auto connect, clear list. Okay, so I'm assuming that would be how you can manage different devices that are connected. Display, night view we touched on, brightness, wallpaper, but I guess you can change these different guys here. Logo we saw, CarPlay settings, mode 60 frames per second, 10 seconds timeout return CarPlay. Okay, so you can turn that feature off if you didn't want it to do that automatically. Volume, okay, volume adjustments, pretty straightforward. Audio output, yeah, we jumped to this menu here where I selected speaker mode as the output and then the about. So yeah, system update, factory reset. The unit also does come with a backup camera that plugs in here to this guy. They give you a pretty considerable amount of length here for your application. And then obviously the red wire here, power up the review camera. You want to tap into like the reverse light or something in the back. That way it will power up the unit and display your image up here. I'm not sure if I'm going to set this up for my application. You can see on my back, it's not the most highly visible. Definitely a cool feature that you have available on there. In addition to that, you probably saw quickly in the unboxing some of the other stuff they provide. Little base mount. This one here is the suction mount for like a windshield. I think I might use this in my application because I don't really have a dashboard. But something to note with these two is that they highlight it in multiple places. I've seen it during my unboxing, flipping through their instruction manual, as well as stuff on like their website and whatnot that pretty clearly states that you should have the unit supported. There's the first bullet point. The bottom of the screen must rest on the dashboard. It should not be supported in midair as it may fall. So that, I'm gonna have to try to figure out how I'm gonna do that. Anyway, that's kind of unique to my issues, my problems, but overall, I do like the unit. All right, guys, so that's the Carpodgo CarPlay unit. If you guys are interested in picking one up, I'll leave a link in the description that you can grab one at. If you guys are shopping their site, I'll also leave a promo code that you can use right here on the screen. Use the promo code when you're shopping, you get a discount at checkout. So, thanks for watching the video. If you guys have any questions or comments, leave them down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.